to predict what we're attracting and how to change it.
How would you change it? And a great time and a scary stories. A great time and a big toe.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dominique Davis, also known as Brown and Bindi, and here on this channel we practice flexibility of the mind, the body, and the spirit. Now, if you did not know what AJ just said, today we are going to learn how to predict what we are attracting, and then if we don't like what we predict, learning how to change it. So the first thing that we need to talk about is the law of attraction versus the law of vibration, right? To me, they are the same exact thing. The vibration that you are holding determines the vibration of the things that you attract into your reality. So how do you determine your vibration? Your vibration is determined by your thoughts. How do you feel when you analyze and sit back and observe your thoughts? How does that make you feel? How do the thoughts that are running through your mind contribute to how your body feels? Because that feeling is going to be the main indicator of what you're attracting, because you're attracting more things that will make you feel the way that you currently feel. The world, the universe is trying to help you maintain the vibration that you're holding because you choose your vibration. So what you are putting out into the world is how you're communicating to the universe, hey, this is what I want to feel. What you are feeling, the universe thinks you want to feel, so the universe gives you more of that. The universe doesn't know what we consider to be good or what we consider to be bad. The universe just knows what vibration we're holding, and it gives us more of that very thing. That's why people say you don't attract what you want, you attract what you are. So take a moment right now to ask yourself, based on the last 3 days, what are you attracting? What have been the contents of your thoughts over the last 3 days? What vibration, what emotions, what physical feeling have you been holding in your body over the last 3 days? I do want to give a small disclaimer in this video. If you are currently in a funk, or if you're going through a lower vibrational time in your life based off of an external event, this video will not apply to you because the last 3 days are not your norm. You're currently processing, you're currently growing through something. So just because you're currently growing and processing does not mean that your vibration's low, just because you may have gone through something negative, because negative events help us evolve and grow into the people that we're supposed to be. Negative events do not lower our vibration. Our reaction to the negative events lower our vibration. So disregard this video if you're currently like in a funk or dealing with something. Now, if you're not dealing with a big life event, if you're not dealing with a life inconvenience, and the last 3 days have been your normal way of thinking and moving, observe what emotions have you been holding over the last 3 days. What you have been holding over the last 3 days, the vibration that you have been in, is the #1 way to predict how you are attracting what you are attracting. There is so much inconvenience when it comes to the fantasy life that a lot of people imagine when they get into learning about law of attraction. A lot of people think, oh, I'm gonna manifest this and my life's gonna be completely different. It's gonna feel completely different. But the gag is, life will not feel completely different. Life is going to feel exactly the same, which is why it's so important to figure out how you internally feel so that you can change how you feel from the inside in order to attract different things on the outside. Let's talk about the danger of being in denial. When you are in denial about how you feel, manifesting can be very frustrating and confusing, because you can feel like you're putting your energy towards something and you're not seeing any results. And this can turn into a person manifesting the same type of lifestyle, the same type of circumstances, the same type of events over and over and over again, and not understanding why. This is a reflection of sometimes having memories that you don't necessarily want to address, or sometimes having character flaws that you're not really proud of. We have to practice honesty when we are evaluating how we feel internally. That's the only way to do it. You can't pretend, you can't get so grounded and rooted in your ego and the type of person you want the people of this world to think you are. You have to throw all of that out the window and just see yourself as a human and take a look at how your past experiences have molded the way that you think and the actions that you take. Learning to be honest is the only way to identify your desired vibration, because through that honesty, you're able to see the gap between where you are and where you want to be. Being in the spiritual realm on YouTube, a lot of people, myself included, can present ourselves as these gurus, but we're never done learning. Lessons are never over. So it doesn't really serve us to be like, well, I've studied so much and I know so much, so I'm so mentally elevated and all that. Because if you think that you're so mentally elevated and so spiritually ahead, you're gonna miss your lessons. You're gonna miss your blessings. And it's gonna take you longer to manifest what you want, because you're not manifesting from where you truly are. You're manifesting from an imaginary place. So we know where we are. We know the vibration we're holding. We know that we may not be happy with the vibration that we've been holding, so we want to manifest something different. How do we change the future? The number one way to do this is to have an understanding of how you currently feel versus how you want to feel. I know I sound like a broken record, but I'm telling y'all, that's the magic sauce. How do you currently feel? And what do you want to feel? How do you want to feel? There are so many different ways that you can get to this place. My favorite way is defining the person that you want to be and identity shifting. Defining who you want to be and thinking from that person's perspective, so that when your mind is thinking in ways that don't serve you, you have a vantage point, a new perspective to compare it to, and you can see if you can shift into that new perspective. The thing about manifesting is that it's not a fantasy, it's not magic. If you want to manifest $1 million and you make $8 an hour, and you think that if you do all these rituals in 10 hours that you're going to be able to be a millionaire tomorrow, then your subconscious most likely does not believe that. Even though your conscious mind is like, okay, all I gotta do is do this, this, and this, and it's gonna work. Your subconscious knows that if you make $8 an hour, you are not currently the type of person who can make $1 million or maintain $1 million. Your subconscious knows that. And our subconscious is the foundation of who we are. We manifest from our subconscious, not our conscious. We manifest from our subconscious, okay? Which again, that's why being in the ego and being like, I'm so spiritually evolved, I'm manifesting from this place, that's why that doesn't necessarily work, because that's your conscious mind just trying to control the situation. But your subconscious is who you truly are. So instead of saying, I'm gonna manifest $1 million by tomorrow or in 3 days, instead of saying that, say, I wanna be a person with $1 million. How would I feel if I were a person with $1 million? And then you open up the smorgasbord and then you open up this whole world of new emotions that you realize you're not currently embodying. You begin to pick the emotions that you want to take from your idea of how you think you would feel if you had $1 million, and you learn to incorporate those feelings into your current reality. That is how you shift. A couple of weeks ago, I came out with a video called the 5-word technique. I will link it in the description box. I think it is a wonderful way to figure out how you will feel when you manifest what you want, and then stay accountable to make sure that you are learning to put those feelings and emotions in your body on a daily basis through effort, instead of just expecting your person and your subconscious to change on its own. The subconscious does not change on its own. You need to practice repetition in order to change your subconscious. So with the 5-word technique, you're able to figure out the emotions that you want to repetitively feel until your subconscious takes that over on its own and incorporates those feelings into your personality. That's when the magic gets started. Okay? And the very last thing that I want to say, as far as changing the future of what you're manifesting, let's say that the past 3 days you have been or let's say that the past 3 days your vibration is not where you want it to be, but it's a reflection of where you are in life right now. Let's say you just want to change it. You don't care. You're tired of obsessing over stuff. You're tired of dealing with the same situations. You're tired of dealing with the same people. You just want a brand new reality. If you are that tired and if you are that committed to changing your reality, you have to let go of the storyline. And when I say let go of the storyline, I mean, let's say that you hate your job because you sit next to the most annoying person in the world, and every single day that you go in, you feel the energy of being aggravated, you feel the energy of being frustrated, you feel the energy of what life would be like if you were an entrepreneur, and you feel the lack of that life every time you go into work, right? When I say let go of the storyline, I mean when you go into your job and that person starts to talk to you and you start to get triggered, every time emotion comes up, breathe through it, feel it, let it go. Because when emotions come up, our brain is trying to justify us feeling those emotions. Tammy talks so much. If she would just stop talking, I'd be able to concentrate on my work. I'd be able to get better numbers. I'd be able to get promoted, and then I'd be able to get a better job. Our brain will just keep going with why it's upset, right? So instead of Tammy will not shut up, you can think that, because that thought might be true. Tammy may talk too much, but you can think that. And then when the next thought comes up, stop. This doesn't serve me. And instead hop into feeling freedom. Because if you want to be an entrepreneur, you feel freedom. You feel like you have freedom of choice. You feel like you can make your own schedule. You feel like you can spend as much money as you want. You feel freedom. So while you're at that job, instead of allowing Tammy to get on your nerves, allow the energy of freedom to flow through your body through visualization, through meditation, through scripting, through listening to affirmations while working, whatever you need to do. Because there's the gap, right? When Tammy's getting on your nerves and you're starting to feel your neck get hot because you just want to tell her to shut up. And then the idea of being an entrepreneur and being free and being able to do whatever you want, that's the gap. This is the gap. And that gap is what teaches us to shift into the type of person that we need to be to accomplish and pursue the life that we desire. Manifesting is not magic. It is a practice of understanding ourselves and making sure that we are evolving in the directions that we want to evolve. And manifesting happens quickly when we practice emotional intelligence and honesty. So I hope that this video was beneficial to you. I do hope that you learned how to predict what you are manifesting and attracting into your life. And I also hope that you learned how you can change what you are manifesting and attracting into your life if it does not serve you. I love you with all my heart. Thank you so much for watching. If this video was valuable to you, make sure that you give it a thumbs up so that the YouTube world knows that it's valuable, and, you know, help me pray to the algorithm gods, all that good stuff. If something in this video really resonated with you, make sure that you comment down below and leave a timestamp so I know what part of the video really stuck with you. And last but not least, please make sure that you are subscribed and that you click that notification bell so that you can become a part of the Brown and Bendy bunch. I love you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.